guys, so there's a reason that you're only seeing my hand and all this amazing stuff. I'm gonna do a cooking video today, which let me tell you, pull this over, is kind of weird. Part of the reason I've been wanting to make this recipe for quite a while. It's actually something that me and my mom have made a lot. We call it our hobbity thing here. But sorry guys, I'm a little hot. You can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. I know, right? You might notice it's very different. I had to rearrange my table to put all this on here. But one of the other big reasons I want to make this is you'll see the stuff right here and all these metal bowls. Does it look familiar? Like from my, I don't know, Black Friday haul video? So I figured, hey, what better way to crack those in? Ooh, since I got eggs over there, I probably shouldn't say the word crack. But I will be cracking those. But I wanted to go ahead and break these in, and I figure what better way, not only with the recipe I'm wanting to do, but for you guys. Can you tell that I'm not used to doing this? So right now I'm going to do mise en place. I'm going to do prep, setting everything up before I actually put them all into this lovely thing. So I'm going to move this thing out of the way and show you guys all the fun little stuff and the prep measuring and all of that. It is called Mushroom Squares. You guys can read that right there. It is by the ever lovely Grandma Doralee. This is from her Jewish family cookbook, which there's a reason that's printed out, because for some reason I've lost her Jewish family cookbook, but I do have her Jewish family celebrations book. And if you guys can see, forward by Mandy Patinkin, that's right, that is her son, Mandy Patinkin. Some of you might know him from seasons 1 and 2 of Criminal Minds. For you old school folk, that would be Indigo Montoya. He was in Elmo and Grouchland. He's done a lot of cool things. He's also the new Smurf movie, Lost Village. He's the voice of Papa Smurf. So this is his mother cookbook. This is one of her recipes. Unfortunately, she had passed a couple years ago. So even also for Grandma Doralee, for her memory, we're going to put together this lovely recipe of hers. So let me get this out of the way. And I'm just going to do, like I said, mise en place. If any of you watched, Alton Brown's, any of those, they have, you know, where you prep everything, you got everything measured out beforehand. But you know what, since I'm showing off my lovely new kitchen utensils, I figured might as well film that too. Alright, so let's get started. One of the things, the recipe here, and I'll post this recipe in the description below, but you might see half it. So we're actually doing a lot smaller. It's supposed to be in a 8x9 quiche dish or 11x7 Pyrex. This is not 11x7, so we are doing a, half version. So if you see me go, I'm having to do math. Math is not, it's actually one of my strong subjects, but not when it comes to baking. For some reason, I can cook all day long, but when I have to follow instructions down to the T, I can't do it. So, let's see if we can actually get this done. So, the original recipe calls for 8 ounces of fresh sliced mushrooms, so we're doing 6 ounces. But the fun thing is, they don't come in 6-ounce containers. They come in these 8-ounce containers. I have already pulled out what I think is 2 ounces. I'll probably put those on a pizza or something. But, or maybe in my salad, ooh. But, so there's roughly 6 ounces. And then 1 medium onion. And since, of course, it's half, I took, and I've already cut it in half just to fit in the processor, the smallest onion in the bag. So hopefully that's enough for half of a medium onion. Everything is still wet because I just rinsed them off. And then 1 cup of grated parmesan or cheddar cheese or 6 ounces of cream cheese. So we are going to go with, as you see right here, great value. And yes, just about everything here is great value or the cheapest Walmart brand. So got here. So it's 1 cup, so of course I need half a cup. Oh, don't think it's even been open yet. You guys get all this fun work. And mind the squeaks. I do have a very old house. In fact, I think my landlord said this used to be her and her husband's house. So, yeah, it's from like the 60s maybe. I'm having fun getting that off. But yeah, of course the kitchen, right here where I'm trying to stand, is the squeakiest spot. So sorry guys, hopefully it's not too loud. Okay, so do the pour side. And 1/2 cup, you can read that on the metal there, 1/2 cup. That was fun. My kitchen, we don't really use this too much because, well, before recently, working full time, really didn't have time to cook, so we did, our kitchen doesn't get used often except for like pretty much this time of year for Thanksgiving, and I was like, crap, the way that this place is laid out. Sorry guys, oh, you didn't see that, but a lot of it just came out. But the lighting in here is terrible, and I look up and realize that one of the lights is only one bulb in it. I think we borrowed it out for something else. Let me just sweep that on the floor and clean that later. So then, because I've got these cute little cups, we're just gonna pour it right here into this cute little cup. So when we do the full recipe here in a minute, it'll be nice and ready and measured. And now I don't have to deal with this clunky thing in my way. All right. Now I gotta clean that later. I always love just the residue that ends on the bottom of these. I don't get it. I really don't. All right. The next thing on the recipe is 1/2 pound of butter. And let me tell you guys, I just had to do a lot of math because, you know, it's like, okay, but what's 1/2 pound? I eventually had to look right there. It says 8 tablespoons equals 1/2 cup equals 1/2 pound. And so I don't need 1/4 pound. But I need 1/2 1/4 pound. So I need 1/8 pound, which means I need 1/2 stick. That was fun to do. Obviously, it's supposed to be melted. And you see it's not melted yet. What I have to do to the bowl that I'm going to melt it in, because I got to do it right before I dump it in. Once I dump these in, I've got to put these back in that container and then melt the butter in here. So you guys will see that again here in a minute. And then the recipe calls for 4 eggs, so I got 2 lovely little eggs sitting in here waiting to go in. It also calls for 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, but because we use the cornbread stuffing, which already has a lot of that in there, so we don't add parsley to that, and I'll measure that out here in just a second. So next one is a 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder or 1 fresh clove. I don't have any cloves. I do have minced garlic though. So I need 1/8 teaspoon. I don't know if there's even a measuring that small. So 1/2 teaspoon, 1/2 tablespoon. Eep. Let me see if the other ones have it, because I need 1/8. Okay, so guys, we've run into a small problem. The smallest is 1/4 teaspoon. And you're supposed to have 1/2 of this. So, bear with me. I'm going to try to get 1/2 into this thing. I think what I'm going to do is pop this. I'm like, let me just stick the spoon in there, and then what covers it should be good enough. Okay. I don't know, guys. Does that look about 1/2? Yeah, that looks good. And then I'll put it a little bitty bit right in there. You can almost not see it. And this is a very old set that we've had in the house forever. So I'm definitely thankful I still have that. Because my new set, I mean, it's only 4. If you guys watched my haul video. If you haven't, go check that out. It was a lot of fun. Even though Grace Hell Big made fun of haul videos today on her channel. Smell Big. So I just made fun of Grace Hell Big. I love you, Grace. Just kidding, bestie. Okay, and then need 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder. So, again, need 1/4. This time we can use the full thing, though. Let me get the garlic. Well, you know what? Let's just leave the garlic in there and see what happens. Yeah, let me tell you guys. Curry powder. It's stuff, I mean, I've barely used it. I put a little bit. Pretty much, like, I use it in my pasta sauce. Pretty much what I do is I open just a little bit. I dump, like, the tiniest amount in there. And then just kind of screw it back on and let the, you know, bits fall into it. That's the only way I can do it, because, oh my god, this thing is so powerful. If you had smell-o-vision, you could smell it. So we need a full one. I don't want to get this stuff on my finger. It'll look like good full. Yeah, sure, whatever. Can you tell that's usually how I do it? Yeah, that looks good enough. Just put it in there. Oh, by the way, if you guys forgot to show, of course you may not recognize the green label, but 5th season cheap garlic powder. I live with this. Really, the garlic powder and the curry powder. That is pretty much my go-to stuff. And the fact that it's in this and in my pasta sauce, perfecto. Last but definitely not least, the literal glue that holds this whole thing together is 2.5 cups of seasoned stuffing mix crushed. Of course, the processor's going to do that. So of course, 2.5 cups means 1.25 cup. Let me tell you again, GV, great value. I ain't got a problem with labeling. Not a sponsor, but kind of sort of a sponsor, since Mom still works for Walmart, and Walmart, of course, owns Great Value. So, not official sponsor, but could be a sponsor. Hey, Walmart, you want to sponsor my vlogs? I'm good with that. I shop for your stuff all the time. In fact, sitting next to a stack of Great Value canned veggies to make my tomato soup later. Oh, 1 cup. Some of it just jumped into the mushrooms. So 1 cup. Man, am I going to do some cleaning later. Definitely got to sweep the floor later. And then, since it's 2.5 cups, so 1.25 cup. Oops. That might be a little more than 1/4 cup. Alright, so. Yeah. And if you guys can see in there, there is still about half a bag. So, yeah, I used about half a package, which is just about right for what we do. Now, on to actually putting all this stuff into this lovely processor here, and then I will go put it over there and blend it up, and I'll take you guys with me to see that. And then, while that's doing blending, I've got to use, you can probably see right there is a can of Crisco. I have to grease the pan. Oh, I should go ahead and prep the oven. While I'm at it, 350 degrees. By the way, yeah, the 350. Oh, actually there's an extra light there. I forgot the stove has a light too. I have every light in the kitchen on, because there's a light in the sink behind me, the light on the dining table, over the dining room table over there, the stove light, and then above the pantry light is over there too. I've got all the lights on. Yay, power bill. Okay. So, the official recipe, and we're going to do this in order, just in case you forgot, and again, it is down below in the description, so just follow along down there as well. So, the official thing, preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I did that! And then you'll hear, probably while I'm doing this, you might hear a beep when it actually gets to the temp. Don't worry about that sound. And then place all the ingredients in a food processor and pulse with on-off movements carefully. It should be well blended. So, let's put them all in here. And again, just for the refresher course, 6 ounces of mushrooms, or 12 if you're doing the full one. Alright guys, so if you watched my unboxing of the Christmas gift, you will have heard the fact that me and this camera have gone round and round with its new settings, of the fact that it likes to stop recording after a certain amount of time, and no joke, right after I put the mushrooms in there, it stopped recording. Well, as you can see, the last thing you saw, and now this. So I've got the mushrooms in there, and then I've got the halved small onion, and I've already put the half a cup of parmesan in there. Now let me go and melt this butter, which I should have done while I was filming this or checking on that. But yes, let me go melt this butter real quick, and let's add it into the ingredients. Alright, now with the things of movie magic, melted butter! Now we shall pour that into the... I'm French again, sorry. Sorry to all the French who hate my accents. It's okay. I told you! See? Told you. It'll be here in a minute. Alright, so we got the 6 ounces of mushrooms, the small onion, the half a cup of parmesan, and now the 1/8 of a pound of butter, aka a half a stick, and now the 2 eggs. Alright guys, want to see watch me crack an egg? Oh. I'm sure some people just cringed at that, cause that's how I crack my egg. Let's hope no shell got into it. That's how I always grew up, cracking eggs. Sorry. Alright, and now I can move that out of the way. Let's move these things over, shall we, kids? Then the non-existent parsley. Again, if you want to do parsley, it's chopped fresh parsley. You want to do that? Cool. Next, we have the 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, aka this minuscule little bit. Look at it, feel sorry for it as it goes into here. Barely even moves. Well, that was fun. And then the 1/4 teaspoon of curry powder. Hey Liza, this is for you. Indian joke here. Again, let's go. If you guys don't know, she is half Indian. And definitely does not hide anything about it. And last but certainly not least, again, we have the 1 1/4 cup of great value stuffing. Ish. Because, you know, that's how we do around here. We do everything by the ish. Grab life by the ish. Alright, now I'm going to bring this lovely thing over because that is what it's going into eventually. And now, let me take this over here and get it all mushed together. Alright guys, so there it all is. Lovely and ready to be pulsed. That sounds a little weird. And I've only messed with this thing one whole time. Oh, I guess I gotta do. Oh. Yes, you have to pulse it like this, kids. And see, it's already kind of turning to mush here, but I still gotta get all this stuff down there. So we can get a good look inside there, and we'll watch this magic happen. Sorry, you might want to mute this part. Like the whole onion's still right there. Let's get down there and get it all meshed. There we go. Make sure the onion is getting down there. I don't know why. It's not. looking good. As far as I know, the onions have finally blended in there. I'll give it another good, I don't know, let's say 10 pulses and see what happens. 10. So I'm gonna say it's good. Let's see. It smells good. That's a blade. Looks like it's good. I know, guys, it may not look appetizing right now, and it might not look appetizing later on after I put it all together, but let me tell you, it tastes good. So let me go grease this pan, pour this bad boy into it, and let's continue. Alright, so now I'm going to pop this over here and come over there and let's dump it in. I'm going to bring the spoon I used earlier to... Alright, so I'm going to use the spoon that I used earlier to check the onion to help me get this out, because it is very thick. But that's what you want it to be. And that's CK, not CC thick. That's what I am. No kidding. I promise you guys, this is way more appetizing than it looks. I really promise you. I really do. Because I remember the first time we made this, because I'm not a huge fan of like liver mush, and even more so now that we've gone kosher. And the first time we made this, I'm like, oh my god, it smells great. It's garlic and onion and curry, but oh man, it looks just so mushy. So those of you who like liver mush and all that gross stuff, I'm sure you think this looks amazing, and I promise you, it is. Just doesn't look appeasing. So let me spread it out a little bit here. Like I said, we've usually not done it like this. Usually we've got it full 11 by 7, so I don't even know how it's going to turn out with it being in a smaller pan. So you guys will get to find out with me. And part of the reason I'm also recording this is because since someone works way too much, now she has to work, I figured, hey, let's film it just to show her that I did something with onions on my own. Because usually anytime there's a recipe that requires onions, she has to cut it. But since the food processor, I forgot that you don't have to pre-chop the onions before you put it in here. I was like, well, in that case, never mind. I'm going to do this on my own. Alright guys, so there we have it. The oven is ready for me to put it in. So I'm going to put this lovely thing in there, and you'll see the end results here in just a second. Alright guys, final product. There it is. Let me get it in there for you. I did the as a brownie test where you used the toothpick and poke it through. Came through clean. Got a little hot right there. Except for the fact you can see like the puddles of like butter pretty much. So I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes, and then I'm going to cut it, and I'll show you guys lovely cross sections. But there it is. Like I said, it doesn't look, awesome. It doesn't really look anything, but it tastes and smells amazing. So, like I said, there's right now the final product. Cool for a minute here, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like inside. Alright guys, so I let it cool down for a few minutes. Ended up a few minutes longer than I meant to, because I was busy messaging the Hillywood show on Patreon about something. So yeah, there it is. Get this stuff out of the way so I can pull back a little more. You can tell it's cooled enough down that I'm sitting here touching this. And I'm wielding a knife! Gotta love this knife. So let me cut into this bad boy. And trust me, I'm even killing myself with that. I just totally cut that so unevenly. I'm gonna do smaller bits. There you go, you ASMR people. How's that sound? Oh, I think we got a little bit here on the knife. Let me just pluck that off. Oh my god. Big pile of mush. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna end up with like a piece and a half here. Get you back in there. It's falling apart, so I don't know, maybe doing a half was a good idea. But there you guys have it. You guys look there. Little quarter piece. So that's what it looks like inside. Really no different than I was looking at. I know it kind of, you know, looks junk foodish, but let me tell you. Oops. I can do this. It's good. It's yummy. Like I said, it's just kind of what it is. But there you guys have it. Like I said, I'll post the, oh my god. Oh, it's been a while since I've had one of these. But like I said, I'll post the recipe down below. Oh, by the way, I like this plate. I don't even know where I got it. But I'll post it, and you guys can follow along in this video. Pause however much you need to catch what I did versus what's listed below. Like I said, just cut it in half, and we don't use fresh parsley. So there you go. Enjoy. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. I can't do this from this far away. Love you guys. Bye.